What's going on, ham fam? Hope you're having a great morning, afternoon, evening, or someone just video. Welcome back to the channel. And today, on the title of the video, as you can tell, we're about to be installing all this goodness. We have some. This is the pitman arm right here, the drop down pitman arm. We have radius arm drop brackets, sway bar drop brackets, adjustable track bar, 2-inch coil springs, Bilstein, whatever they are with the resis. And pitman arm puller. So, yeah. And we're just going to be lifting this 5 inches. Excuse me. 5 inches in the air now instead of just this 3-inch level. But the 3-inch level had literally nothing on it. No radius arm drop brackets or nothing. So, the geometry of the truck, not saying it doesn't ride good. I mean, it's good enough to drive, obviously. But it's just how they did it when I bought it. And it was just something real cheap and easy for them to do. Obviously wasn't the correct way, but as a 3-inch puck in there now with no shock extenders or nothing. So these resi shocks, the dual rate softer springs, everything should make it ride, excuse me, a lot better and track a lot better on the road. Now this being paired with the dual steering stabilizer that I just installed in the last video that you saw should make it pretty proper up front. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I got the truck lifted up right now, about to take the wheels off, and then we're gonna work on getting the radius arm dropped first with the drop brackets on that, and then we're gonna slowly disassemble the brake lines, let those droop, and before my extended brake lines get here, I may have to take the caliper off the axle. But then after that, we're gonna take the sway bar links off, the sway bar bracket, and put the drop brackets for the sway bar in, and get the adjustable track bar, and then we gotta get the pitman arm off. I mean, it's just gonna be a little bit here and there. I'm really not gonna show you a step-by-step because honestly, there's plenty of videos online, and I'm trying to have a little time crunch right now. But yeah, I'm gonna pump out some content for you guys either way. I'll pick you guys up, you know, through each step. That's all you gotta know. All right, so I got my stock radius arms unbolted. Where are they at? There they are. But got the radius arm drop brackets right here. And before we do, and also undid the vent lines and brake lines so I get some more droop out of it. But right now I'm gonna try and work both the jacks real quick at the same time. All right, so I learned how to drop the axle a little bit more in the front part of the axle or truck before I can get the drop brackets on. And so that's what we're doing. So we got the sway bar drop brackets right here. I went ahead and cut off maybe like 1 inch because these stock bolts are like really long. But yeah, just angle these, cut out facing inward. If you order these off of eBay like I did, these are like 30 bucks, maybe like 38, I don't know. But angle the drop out, or the angle forward, and then the cut out to the inside of the truck. So I'm gonna put this other one on, and then we'll get the track bar off. Alright, as you can see, the axle shifted back on me a little bit. I want to go lower these jacks, and it slid backwards a little bit, but whew, that is okay. I'm about to take the track bar off right now. And voila. Oh, I don't have a hammer, so you know what that means. Yeah, it means I need to get a hammer. No, that's some wimpy hits. Alright, anyways, after about 3 right hand hits, if you know what I'm saying, it came out. So, that's it over there. Now, we gotta get this track bar bracket over there removed, the little thing that's hanging off on the right side, so that way we can get our pitman arm off. Alright, so there's going to be 2 18mm bolts on the front. Oh Lord. Look how rusty that was. Good thing I soaked this for 2 days in PB Blaster, because remember I said it was from Jersey. Wasn't lying. Oh, this one I did not hit. That's not good. That's not good. I need something. Guys, I literally can't see. So much rust. So after that, we're going to take the pitman arm off and get those last I think there's 3 22 or 23, maybe 21 millimeter bolts back there. I'll verify once I get it off, but that's the only thing holding on that stock track bar location. And then we can get this pitman arm off and then start reassembling some stuff after we drop the shocks and put the new springs in. That's what happens to now I know what you guys feel like in the rust belt. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, my vice grips failed again. Time to tighten them up, Jimbo. Half crank to the right. Oh yeah, that's what we wanted. All right, status update. I'm gonna go to the store to get this like 43 mil whatever for the pitman arm drop, because I don't know why Ford decided to use the biggest, beefiest arm in the world, but hey, shout out Ford, babe. But yeah, we got the axle drop down. Didn't get to get the radius arms off yet. Got literally everything else off. The drag link is off. It's just holding the pitman arm right there. But anyways, nonetheless, I'm gonna put these radius drop brackets on, and then get a ratchet strap, pull this axle forward a little bit, and then I'm thinking I can go ahead and kind of get everything in here besides this pitman arm drop, and then do that just tomorrow, as long as I get this axle back up on the radius drop or radius arms mounted to the frame again. I can just have it supported, and then there's still not gonna be tension on it, you see what I'm saying? So I can still get this pitman arm pretty well, and then all I have to do is just put the sway bar on. The sway bar bracket's already there. So anyways, yeah, my goal is to kind of get this realigned tonight, put these brackets on, and then put the new springs with the leveling kit. These are the stock springs, obviously. I'll show you a little comparison real quick on these springs. So this right here is an OEM spring, and this just slides off like that. And then this is right here is your 2-inch dual coil rate spring. So it's a little tighter up top, and it's spongy at bottom, but still gives you a lift, and it also rides better being compressed like this. So I'm going to put these on. Hope to God I got enough clearance, because it took all of that, and the jacks are on the ground basically, to get that coil out. So we'll see. I mean, theoretically, I got some coil spring thingies, condensers, coilover, you know, clamps, and I can just tighten them down. It's a little ghetto, but it might work, and it's dangerous, so we're probably going to go that route, knowing me. So yeah, I'll get back with you with an update after I get the radius drop or radius arms on, etc. All right, so on the ground, stock coil, this puny little thing, and the BDS 2-inch coil with the 2.5-inch level. We're looking at now. Mind you, don't look at that little piece right here. That's just a little seating thing on the spacer. But from that, we got almost 6 or 7 inches of lift. No, I'm just kidding. It's about 6 past stock. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking pretty good. You see that? That is the look of the feet. It's 11 o'clock at night on a work night. It's Wednesday. But hey, we got her buttoned up. I'm about to mount these brake lines back, put the sway bar on, and that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I have the drop bracket on. Oh, I gotta tighten up the track bar as well real quick, but I tightened it up. I just gotta tighten up the collars on it. But yeah, we got the adjustable track bar, the pitman arm drop, which that is not right, because that is all the way to the right now. That's gonna have to be adjusted. Anyways, I'll try and figure that out. But yeah, other than that, she's buttoned up. Got the boom booms on. Those were a pain in the butt, but I had to go to like 5 stores. Had to get a Dremel, some burr bits to widen out a hole, because I was sent the wrong thing, but I'm making it work, etc, etc. It's just been a dang process. But anyways, we're about to mount this sway bar on here on the drop brackets, and like I said, tighten up the collar, and that's it. And then she'll be on her own weight, and then I'm gonna have to figure out straighten up the steering wheel a little bit, getting it semi-drivable for tomorrow to drop it off, and then she's getting a line Friday. But yeah, we're gonna see what she looks like on her own weight here in a little bit. Well, there's that. There's that, boys and girls. I have to get the track bar right because it is catty-wonkered. This wheel is totally not as far as that wheel. So, yeah, got just a track bar. But other than that, she is on her own height. She looks really good. Wow. Yeah, you can tell the spring's actually sitting out. I'm gonna try and adjust that real quick. Or just go to bed. I don't know. I can adjust it tomorrow after work because, yeah, I'll probably do that. But yeah, looking at it. Oh yeah, that's a beefy stand. I might have to get spacers because that looks so good. Can't wait to clean her up tomorrow. All right, so shop's still a mess. I cleaned up a little bit yesterday, but I went to the shop and tried to get them to align it, and I had the drop bracket for the sway bars on. I just found out a second ago I had to take those off because I had to cancel that drop pitman arm, and what I had to do is put the stock pitman arm back on. Luckily we got the adjustable track bar, so we didn't need the drop bracket. If you just got the drop bracket, you wouldn't be able to measure out the sides of the passenger and driver wheel well and get it all even. That's what I'm doing now. I got these clamps loose, and I'm just getting a pair of channel locks and this little sleeve right here. It's kind of like a chain and binder if you ever did that, or just like a regular tie rod or anything on any vehicle. Just down is probably spreading it out, and then up, going up is tightening it in. So what that does is that gets the alignment on the axle for the body. So it connects to the axle over here, and obviously up here on the top of the frame. So what that does obviously is it pushes it left and right, and that keeps the axle centered. So all I'm doing now is adjusting that, getting it all centered. I'm like 26 1/4 over here, and then like 26 3/4, and then 24 1/4 over here. So obviously I'm spreading it out right now, trying to get that all even. But I also had to tank the drop brackets for the sway bars, like I said, and I had to put the stock pitman arm on, because when I put the drop bracket on, or drop pitman arm, I had to flip this drag link under, and what it did was had this flat, this drag link flat, and then this track bar at an angle. So what that does is it fights against each other, and I had terrible bump steer. Like I hit a tiny little bump and I almost like lost control. I'm not even kidding. So lesson learned, first solid axle truck. So yeah, I'm just dabbling into this stuff, kind of learning as we go. But lift kit turned out great. The height is pretty good. I love the way it looks and it sits. So I'm about to get this all spread out and evened up, and then I'm going to take you guys on a little test drive. Hopefully she's not squirrely this time. So like I was saying here, you're going to get your tape measure and then go somewhere to the frame. I'm going right here on this first coil, and then coming all the way over and looking at the tire. So we're almost at, you're probably going to see it on the camera pretty good, but it's right at 27 over here. You come over here, the exact same thing. I'm going to the front of the coil on that top coil right there, and then it's almost at 27 here. So it's 27 over there, almost at 27 here. I'm going down there and crank it probably a quarter turn more, and we should be pretty good. All right, she's all buttoned up. Let's go take a first spin. And shout out Boostauto for sending me these lights. I got to get the Amazon ones out, but yeah, and I also have to get a nice little return policy on a bunch of stuff like this. Two pairs of sway bar brackets, the pitman arm, something else I feel like I had to return. I don't know, but anyways, let's get it. Also, big screen is on the way. Okay, we'll see. Alright. Hitting bumps in these South Carolina roads, that's for sure. But, yeah. Right, it needs a little bit of toe, or caster, I think, not camber, but caster. But it tracks back straight, so that's good. It's not walking over the road. These shocks ride really, really good. So that fixed it, I believe. So yeah, that's really good. Takes turns real nice right now. I still think I'm gonna upgrade. I had to take the stock steering stabilizer out. I know in my video that you've seen previously, I left it on because I said 3 is better than 1. And honestly, I'm probably gonna upgrade it to like a Fox one, like a single, just to keep it there. Because I'll probably keep the truck this height for a while. But yeah, that fixed it, thank God, because I have to go to Charleston this weekend, and it's a 2-hour drive, and didn't want to not be able to drive this thing, because I'm trying to go to a concert, you know what I mean? But yeah, bro, we finally lifted. Let me, I'll pull over here in a second and show you guys what she looks like. Alright, so yeah, there it is, 5.5 inches of lift on the 350. Turned out great. It rides amazing now that I got everything kind of buttoned up. Still about to paint crack this thing today or sometime next week. I would like to get it done before I go somewhere, like an event or anything, but need some gloss black. Lug nuts, not too worried about that stuff right now, just a bunch of minuscule stuff. And when I paint match it, I'm going to be getting rid of all these like chrome stuff. I'm going to be wrapping all this black, paint match cab lights, but leaving these paint match as well. I'm going to paint match these. I might throw a black cap on top because I'm going to be doing like a black and white theme. And I'm probably going to be getting this grill redone, and I'm going to be getting this painted, and then white, and then this gloss black maybe. I don't want to do too much white, but I also want to paint match the headlights. It's kind of like up in the air, I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you liked the video, please make sure you subscribe and drop a like on the video, please.